nsemmilkom nilqakom għal programm ieħor ta' Flusek. Illum fl-ewwel parti tal-programm se nitkellmu dwar riżultati finanzjarji tal-HSBC Bank Malta PLC. Iż-żewġ mistiedna tagħna huma Mr. Geoffrey Fichte, il-kap eżekuttiv, u Charlotte Cilia, il-kap tal-finanzi. Geoffrey, Charlotte, welcome to Flusek.
Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you, Nicolette. It's good to be here.
I was just informing our viewers that we're going to be discussing the financial results of HSBC Bank Malta. Geoffrey, to start with, you have recently been appointed as Chief Executive Officer of HSBC Bank Malta, having already had a long career with HSBC. Maybe you can share with us your experience, how it evolved throughout these years?
Sure. Well, I joined HSBC over 20 years ago in my native New York, and I've had the wonderful experience working in the main financial centers where HSBC is present in London and also in Hong Kong. And over the last 5 years, I was the chief executive and president of an HSBC affiliate in South America. And my whole career, I've always been focused on growth, improving customer service, helping our bankers perform as best they can, and also digital innovation. And that's the mandate that I have from our principal shareholder and our board to grow the business here in Malta, and look forward to working with the team on that.
HSBC Bank Malta has announced a strong start to the year with a profit before tax of 26.5 million for the first quarter of 2023. To what do you attribute the sharp increase in profits when compared to the same quarter in the previous year?
Sure. Well, we're very happy with our first quarter results. In the month of April, we paid dividends to over 9,000 shareholders here in Malta. And that was the highest dividend payment that we've made over the last 5 years. Okay. And we paid more dividends than other locally listed banks. And our first quarter results were basically driven by 3 main factors. One was revenue growth, where we're earning more interest income off our large, stable, diversified deposit base. That liquidity is worth more than it was 1 year ago. Also, we continue to manage the risks of our business very well. So we've made good credit decisions. And so you're seeing that in the write-backs on credit provisions. And finally, even though we're investing in our business, we're doing it in a smart way, and we've managed to keep our cost growth below inflation. Mm-hmm. So those were the main drivers for a very successful first quarter results.
Charlotte, a question for you. The bank reported a 60% increase in revenue when compared to the first quarter of 2022, mainly due to the net interest income. Can you elaborate on the main factors contributing to this increase?
Yes. In fact, we've experienced the biggest increase in revenue over a long period of time. And this was mainly due to the underlying interest rates, which increased over the year. HSBC has a strong reputation, obviously internationally as well as locally. And this means that we managed to attract a big customer deposit base. We use these deposits to fund our loans to customers. However, when you look at the size of the customer deposits and the loans to customers, we have about 3 billion excess liquidity. Okay. And we place that excess liquidity either in money markets with the Central Bank of Malta or international with HSBC, or else we buy international or local bonds. If we go back to last year, Q1 last year in 2022, we were actually paying on excess liquidity, while obviously now we are earning, and the rates have increased significantly over the last few months. That means that we are actually earning more money in placing the excess liquidity. So that is when it comes to the interest income. However, we've seen also an increase in the underlying fee income as well as foreign exchange, as we leverage from our international connectivity. And the last piece on revenue is actually our insurance subsidiaries, where we've seen a good growth in income, partially driven by the increase in market rates.
Okay. And the bank reported an improvement as well in the credit quality of its loan book. What impact did this have on the results?
It actually meant that we booked a release of credit provision of 3.7 million euro. compared to a release of 0.3 million in the same period last year. Therefore, an increase in the release of about 3.4 million. During the COVID period, we helped our customers go through the difficult period by extending moratoria measures.
Okay.
Now that COVID is thankfully behind us, we have seen customers repaying on a regular basis. What this means is that we could reclassify some of those customers from non-performing, because when we extended the moratoria, we classified them as non-performing to performing, which meant that we could release some of those credit provisions. In addition to this, we've also released some of the credit provisions because we've seen a better outlook of the economy. And in view of this better outlook, we shifted our focus to growth, whereby we are confident that looking at our ability to underwrite business, we can actually write new business to our customers.
Geoffrey, customer deposits and loans to customers remain stable. These are two areas of great importance to any bank, so to speak. What are the bank's expectations for these areas going forward, considering that interest rates basically are still expected to increase in Europe?
That's correct. As you say, they are of great importance, deposits to any bank, and customers are at the core to everything that we do. And as Charlotte mentioned, we have a large, stable, diverse depositor base, reflecting the strength of our customers, but also the strength of the HSBC brand. And if you look at in the first quarter, deposits were stable versus the end of last year, but actually they grew versus the prior year. So we're very pleased with those results. We are paying more interest on deposits to customers. And if we look at the other side of the balance sheet, our asset book, there we continue to have a lot of appetite to lend, both to families and to companies. So we continue to lend mortgages up to 90% loan to values. We continue to support growing companies. And in fact, we're working with the Malta Development Bank through the schemes to support other companies as well. So a very ambitious start to the year.
And with regards to, in the interim director statement, you made reference to the bank's net zero agenda. Can you share your thoughts on this very important topic?
Yes, a very important topic, and we're very passionate about sustainability. So as HSBC, we've made a very public commitment to be a net zero bank by the year 2030. And we've already started doing that. That means, we'll be net zero in terms of our carbon footprint in Malta and globally as well. And so we started with the construction of a new headquarters for HSBC here in Malta. It's a 30 million euro project, which will be a sustainable building. It's our new campus headquarters in Ormi, so we're very excited about that. It's probably one of the biggest investments by any company in Malta in their headquarters. And so we started there internally with our own operations, and we have many other initiatives as well. But also, it's very important that we support our customers in their transitions to be more sustainable. And in there, we're providing a lot of green loans to both families and also to companies to support that transition. And it's something that we're very passionate about, and we'll be working very hard over the coming years to support the community.
Charlotte, regarding inflation now, because it's a hot topic, it's basically pushing costs up. How is the bank managing its control costs?
Yes, inflation is a challenge in Europe and also in Malta. And in HSBC, we did experience an increase in costs due to inflation. But thanks to strategic initiatives that we've implemented in prior years, we managed to maintain our costs, the increase in our cost at a lower increase compared to inflation. COVID demonstrated that the customer needs are dynamic, and we need to change to be able to meet such customer needs. In fact, in prior years, we've actually implemented a number of strategic initiatives to make sure that our operations are more efficient, both for our staff but also for the customer. We continue to invest in people who are our biggest resource, our biggest asset, but also in technology. Our aim is to automate our processes to make them more efficient, both for the staff but also for our customers. the investment in both people as investment is key for the future of the business.
Thank you. Final question for you, Geoffrey. Finally, what is your outlook for the months ahead, and what will be the main focus of HSBC Bank Malta going forward?
So I'm only in my second month as CEO of the bank. So I've been spending a lot of time meeting as many people as I can, meeting customers, meeting stakeholders, speaking with the team. And we have a positive outlook on Malta overall. But we do see that there are certain strains caused by inflation, caused by cost of living, both at the family level and at the company level. So it's very important now than ever that our bankers support their customers in navigating, these times. But overall, we are very positive. We're very motivated by the opportunities that we have here. And we're looking to continue to work with customers to help them achieve their ambitions, grow their businesses, save and invest for the future. And we're doing a lot of good work as well with our HSBC Malta Foundation, supporting education, the environment, supporting culture. And so we've had a great start to the year and have a lot of energy to keep improving customer service, to invest in technology, invest in our people, and grow our business here in Malta.
Thank you very much for being with us. It was very beneficial for our viewers, and I augur you continued success to both of you personally and for the bank as well.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here at Flusek.
Thank you. Għana għamlu għafa qasira ta' ftit minuti b'għaw magħna.